Hello everyone, my name is Christopher Liam Rose. I'm an author, mentor, life coach, motivational speaker, evangelist, musician, and activist. In the Spiritually Helping Other People podcast, we're going to be sharing the audio in a podcast um, about your faith, no, your spiritual fate is in your hands. I've been sharing the Spiritually Helping Other People podcast to help humanity to go through spiritual change, to learn about Jesus Christ, Jehovah, and Buddha, and to do the work of helping other people, giving back, and making a difference. So the message of this audio will be your spiritual fate is in your hands. Now, what I mean by your spiritual fate is in your hands. All human beings are called to do a certain thing in life. We all have a calling, we all have a purpose, and we need to fulfill that purpose and calling within our lives. Your spiritual fate is in your hands. You're the only person that can find out your spiritual calling and your spiritual life purpose and your spiritual destiny. Normally, when you go through the 5 spiritual practices of prayer, meditation, mindfulness, walking, and journaling, you'll find your spiritual fate. Your fate is in your hands. No one can live the life for you. As human beings, we all come into the world with a mind, a heart, a body, a soul. And it's down to us to find out what we're called to do and what our life purpose is. Now, your spiritual fate is within your hands. You have the opportunity to live the life you want to live, become the person you want to be, do the work for Jesus Christ, Jehovah, and Buddha. And it's important to learn that no matter what you're going through in life, the suffering, pain, and adversity, or whatever you have experienced, it can all be used to help other people, give back, and make a difference. So anything that you've been through in your life can be used to help others. Now, I believe your spiritual fate is in your hands. Once you start doing the work of helping other people, giving back, and making a difference. Now, no matter what work you do in helping other people, giving back and making a difference, you always see there's people that need help and support. There's people that are going through suffering, pain, adversity, challenges, life problems, and life situations. So it's basically our destiny to help those people who are going through problems and situations and circumstances. Now, your spiritual fate is within your hands. You're the only person that can fulfill that calling. You're the only person that can help the clients that you need to help, and you're the only person that can do the work to support people and what they're going through. So it's so important that you find your faith and your spirituality, and your faith and spirituality is very important because this determines your fate. If you do the work of helping other people, giving back and making a difference, your fate will be a life of contributions and differences to others. If you choose not to help other people, give back and make a difference, then your fate will probably be suffering, pain, and adversity. So we get to decide what life we want to live and how we want to live. As human beings and as people, sometimes we don't understand the essence of our lives and why we're being put on earth. So we need to discover that your spiritual fate is in your hands. You're the only one that can fulfill your own calling. You're the only one that can help those clients and help those people and what they're going through. And you're the only person that can really do the work for helping other people, giving back and making a difference. No teacher, no parent, no child, no sibling, no auntie or uncle or grandparent or cousin or family member can help you to get on your path or partner. You have to discover it for yourself. You have to find what you've been put on this earth to do and what is your spiritual calling. Now, everyone has a spiritual life purpose that they can follow and find. I think sometimes in life we get confused with work, volunteering opportunities, jobs, and careers that we fail to realize who we truly are as a human being. You already know who you really are as a human being. It's already inside of you, but you have to find that faith and you have to find that spirituality because your faith is in your hands. You're the one and the author of your own life. You're the one that gets to tell people how you want to live your life. Do you want to live your life contributing, helping other people, giving back and making a difference? Do you want to live your life where you're spiritually making a contribution and impacting lives and changing lives? Or Would you always live in suffering, pain, and adversity? You are the one that can find that out for yourself. I think the 5 spiritual practices can help you to discover who you are. Prayer, meditation, mindfulness, walking, journaling. But also just living life in day-to-day living. That can help you to discover who you are. Sometimes the choices and actions we may have done in our past may have led us down a certain path, which we wasn't expecting, which we wasn't thinking about. But in life, everything has changed in it. You change the work you do, you change the career you do, you change everything in your life. So it's important to find out what is your spiritual fate, and just make sure you discover your spiritual fate. And remember, your spiritual fate is within your own hands. You are the only person that knows what you're going to be destined to do. God, Jesus Christ, and Buddha can help you to get there. But at the end of the day, you're the one that has to discover it for yourself. So I encourage the listeners and the viewers of this podcast and audio. Your spiritual fate is within your hands. Discover it. If you discover it, then you will learn about spiritual change. If you learn about spiritual change, then you know spirituality and faith. So I hope this has helped, and I hope you really find your spiritual fate, because this is the most important thing in life. Life becomes more interesting once you discover who you are as a human being and your fate. So thank you for listening. I hope this has helped. Take care now. Bye. Thanks.